Hello, and welcome back to episode 13, part 2 of Unfettered, with Cake. Um, so, uh,
Alright, this charade has gone on long enough. By now, you've probably noticed that this video is significantly shorter than previous Unfettered episodes, and that's because a technical error cost us all of the player audio for the entire hour. Fuck. Fortunately, this episode was pretty combat heavy, so I will go ahead and summarize the events for you here. The party found Zaire as they were being pulled into the mayor's manor by Imperial soldiers, and Constance, thinking quickly, managed to teleport in, grab them, and teleport out. This unfortunately drew a lot of attention from nearby guards and cultists and led to a prolonged fight that resulted in some injuries, but no character deaths. Deciding to press onward, our heroes headed directly to the mayor's manor, where they encountered Clementine Darrowshire, and again engaged in some combat. Throughout the fight, Clementine called to them, saying that their efforts were meaningless, futile, that the world was doomed, and that her actions would save it. Albert, of course, replied that she was crazy. They managed to get her down pretty quickly, but her dark magics allowed her to sap life from her followers and restore her own. The party managed to kill her, though, after destroying the rest of her guards. And as she went down, well, it was somewhat of an important moment for Gamzees, so we'll go ahead and include the descriptive audio here.
Gamzees, charges forward and leaps up the dais and just, brings one blade down into Clementine's chest, and, Clementine coughs blood out onto Gamzees' mask. And then, you see her eyes dart to the last guard, who falls to the ground, dead. And Clementine stands back, her other arm regrowing, with a, big, triumphant grin, and as she raises her hand, Gamzees just, cuts off the arm holding the dagger, and then swings again, bearing it into Clementine's collarbone. Yeah, Clementine drops to the ground as Gamzees stands over her, and Clementine is grasping onto her neck, trying to staunch the flow, and she is with the stump of her arm, she's pulling herself toward the dagger, and you hear her gurgle, "Raziel, please, Raziel," and Gamzees kicks her over so she's on her back. "Please, no, I only wanted to," and Gamzees just puts the blade through her head.
This led to a rare moment of emotional vulnerability for Gamzees, and she and Constance commiserated somewhat. At which point, Albert decided to pick up Clementine's impossibly white dagger, and this is how we ended the episode.
Yeah, so Albert, we see Constance and Gamzees having this conversation, and Albert, we hear his boots splash in the puddle, the growing puddle of Clementine's blood, and the Constance and Gamzees come out of focus as the focus racks over to Albert, and we see him pick up the dagger, and the moment he touches it, we see him standing alone in a space of vast darkness. And when he looks up, he is not alone. There's a tall figure, approximately 8 feet tall, who is pure white. They are roughly humanoid, wearing flowing robes, with no discernible facial features. It's just like the prototype of a humanoid head, and we hear echoing throughout this endless space. Hello, Albert. I am Raziel, Angel of the Gate. What do you ask? And I think we will call the episode there.